Welcome back to the channel, Ninjas. Joey Moss of Bad Boy Gaming. We're going to showcase an undefeated deck. It went undefeated in a tournament not too long ago. The person piloting it was Anime. And I'd like to go over this. This is the deck, the combo that I spoke of in spoiler season that could go infinite. And a lot of people are like, well, I can't do it because of this, that, X, Y, and Z. So the only best way to actually display it, other than Anime's victory, of course, going undefeated, is, to display it, to show it off. So let's go ahead and get into the deck. And this deck, it's a competitive, man. This is a really powerful deck. If you're looking to build a deck, this is not a bad route to go. Let's just cover it. 4 ops. Scry 1, draw a card, pretty cool. 4 shocks. You do need something to make the combo go off. So a lower casting spell would be great, such as like a shock or an opt. Augur of Bolas, very good card in this build because we're looking to find at least 2 expansions and explosions, okay? We get 2 of those, we are in really good shape. I'll go over the rest of the combo pieces and explain as we go. 2 negates, counterspell, that's right, in the main board. That's right. Think about it. There's a lot of planeswalkers out there in this format. Why would you not want to negate in your main? I mean, I think it's a pretty brilliant idea. Plus, if they're countering you, you can counter them back with a negate, you know? So your spell does go through. 2 search for Azcantas, just because if you're running blue, you should be running a search for Azcanta like 90% of the time, I'd say. It's a great card, helps us dig and find the card we need. 1 Doublecast because, well, it goes nice in the build because we are looking to copy spells, use and abuse them. That's exactly what we're trying to do. So 1 Doublecast complements it nicely. 2 Lightning Strikes, of course, for removal and whatnot. You can. There's been times I've won with this deck without even going infinite. Like I can just close the game out. And there's other cards you can even include in this, like that 1 Wall. It's a 0/4 and it deals 1 damage when you cast instant or sorcery. That may be something to consider as well if you're trying to pilot this. 1 Skewer the Critics, because Skewer is just that good, man. You just gotta flash a little bit of this in there. 3 Ionize, that's right, to counter some spells and deals 2 damage, not bad. 3 Chemister's Insight, because we are trying to get to those cards quick. And also, if you use Ral, his -2 ability, you can copy this, and you get a copy. So you can draw 4 cards. It's pretty phenomenal. Then we have 2 Rekindling Phoenix. I decided to put Rekindler in the main board because I think it makes the deck even more competitive, especially in the meta we're up against right now. There's a lot of mono red and whatnot, and a lot of destroy spells. But if we have Rekindling Phoenix out, as long as it resolves and hits the battlefield, we all know Phoenix can be a pain to deal with. Usually you need to have 2 spells in order to take this thing out, you know, or a nice little game plan. But yeah, Rekindling Phoenix is pretty good. So 2 copies in the main. 4 Ral Storm Conduit. And also 1 Ral's Outburst and 4 Expansion Explosion. Just explain how this works. So Ral Storm Conduit, it's a 4-drop. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, Ral Storm Conduit deals 1 damage to target opponent or planeswalker. The cool thing is whenever you cast or copy, those are pretty important. The copy part especially. So it's +2 is Scry 1, which really helps us out to find cards we need. You know, either ditch them or have them on top of the library. It's -2. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. So how this is going to play out, you're going to want to have 2 of the, where'd she go, expansions in your hand. You're going to want to cast the expansion part. You're going to have this in your hand. You're going to want to play like a 1-drop spell or something. If it's on your opponent's turn, you're going to have a negate and have also like 4 mana left over. Or you can have an opt sitting around, you know, waiting on your opponent's turn. But the best route to go, I mean, whatever works really, okay? But you remember, they have to be an instant, and you can't cast on your opponent's turn. So you have 4, or you have an expansion explosion. You need to drop your shock. Let's just, for an example, you play your shock, okay? You have Ral out. Ral has to be out. You play your shock. Instantly what that does, whenever you cast or copy instant or sorcery spell, Ral Storm Conduit deals 1 damage. You have to also use your hotkeys. You got to go into full control mode, which is Control Z. This is really tricky if you're new. I mean, I struggled with this in the beginning also. But it depends how they stack up. And then you got to choose your copies. If you don't go full control, you're never going to pull this off. I'm telling you right now. But I give a pretty good example how to do it so you guys can learn from that. So Ral Storm Conduit is going to ping for 1. But before any of that even gets happening, we're going to copy our shock using our expansion card. And once that hits the stack, we are then going to do what? Cast our other expansion. And we are going to copy the first expansion. the process will continue, because once it comes back on the stack, we are just going to continue to copy the other expansion again and again. You just keep copying and copying and copying, and your opponent will be pinged very slowly for the most painful demise you can imagine. So it's a lot of fun. It's a really fun deck, and it also competes with some top contenders like that Reclamation deck and all that. So it is something to consider building. I'll explore the deck in full and demonstrate in just a second. Here's a sideboard: 2 Negates, 2 Lava Coils, Narset, Parter of Veils. Each opponent can't draw more than 1 card each turn. It's really good, especially against those Reclamation decks or any kind of deck that's just drawing a hefty amount of cards. 2 Fiery Cannonades to deal with those little threats. Beacon Bolts, because it's Beacon Bolts, pretty good. Deals damage to target creature equal to the total number of instant and sorcery cards you own and exile in your graveyard. Saheeli, Sublime, Artificer, just to get some more stuff out there. Tokens just populate like crazy in this kind of build. And Niv-Mizzet, Parun, ×3. You don't have to go ×3, you can go ×2 with it. But this is the deck. This is a sideboard I put together and everything. A lot of this was already here, but I had to make some changes because we're running Rekindler in the main. I hope you guys do enjoy this, and stay tuned. You're not going to be disappointed. This is a really fun, laugh out loud kind of combo. It'll get you going. Hit the like button, subscribe. Skidink. Thipplester. Rub against Thipplester. Sure. I like this because we can search for the spells we need. We got search as well, and we got Ral. I mean, that's pretty good. That's a really good start. Okay. Going searching, baby. Search first and Augur. I mean, it's not like we have everything completed here. We do got the mana we're going to need. Maybe +1. Or something. I'm going to put it to grave for now because we're going to be going digging. We got a shock. Doesn't really help too much. Go with Augur. I guess a negate's better than not having a negate. That could probably help us later on, depending on what our opponent's running. Got 1 piece of the pie. Need 2 pieces of the pie. Can't counter that. Get Ral out next turn. That'll help us dig along a bit. Graven it. You get opt. I'm gonna go Ral. Lightning strike. Don't really need it. Get it next.
Because current electricity.
I guess we can ping for 1. That doesn't really matter to me. Rekindler could probably buy us time, but if he's got a counter or something, I think I'm going to go at Rekindler just to buy us time to get to where we need to be. Hopefully we can pull this off. No counter. Sweet.
My brain's
There's an Ionize. I'll chill on that.
He's getting to a point where he's getting pretty flashy here, so...
I mean, 5 lands. Pretty sure we know what he's doing. Ooh, nice. That was well played. Okay, so he got use out of that card. Yeah, we're gonna need to like draw some cards here, man. So we will +1.
You like the gauntlets? Built them myself.
We are gonna need another land, but I'd rather just draw into our hand. I could have done copy spell with Chemister's Insight, but we're not going to. We're gonna see what he does and counter, hopefully. Negate, Ionize. I mean, pick your poison, pal. Okay, well, this is the poison he's going to be picked. It's going to be picked upon. There you go. Ionize gets... He just... Alright. So that didn't go so well. But the deck holds up regardless, as you see. Let's do another. Firehawk versus Joey Moss. Can we get this infinite combo going here? This is not the best start, but I mean, at least we got Ral here. I'd like to start with at least 2 pieces of the pie, but you can't always get what you want. We'll pay the 2 life and just shock that. Birdie. Mono red filled with counters and fun trade, or mono blue. Can't back that up, so unfortunately we pay for that. That'll make him feel we have a negate. He's probably gonna have a creature here. He goes nothing. He goes to the no thanks route. Alright, Sulfur Falls. I think we try Rekindler. He's gonna counter that, and we can go Ral next turn. Could have held off and used our negate, but he's there for something a little better. Here's 1 Ral. We're going to throw him out there just because we can get rid of it now. He's going to continuously counter. That's alright. He's getting rid of counters left and right. We do have 2 negates when we really want something to go off here. We will go with Ral. We got expansion. This is a plus. You know, he could have another counter for Ral. But we do have 1 negate in hand. 2 negates. So that's that stick. It's pretty sweet.
Let's start by taking
Scry, need that other expansion. Nope, don't need you.
Super gross and no.
Okay. Did not get what we were hoping for.
Everyone complains to me.
Oh, the other one's right there. Okay, this is good. We passed the turn. He has a lot of mana available. Hopefully we can get this to happen here. Okay. We do need it to go off, though, when he casts something. So we're going to have to plus this up. Because I need to, like, counter one of his thingamabobbers. But, I mean, that's at least the hand we're dealt right now. He does nothing. Okay, we get a shock maybe. Nope, it's another land. Plus this up.
The forces of nature can show us many things.
Wow. I almost want to keep... I'm going to keep that on top, just in case this doesn't end up working for us. We need him to drop something that is a non-creature spell that we can counter and then have some fun with it.
Guildmage, Planeswalker, Genius Inventor? I got it all.
Can even use this to draw a bunch and then counter one of his counters. Alright, there is something. I cannot negate that. He gets it out. Now that I'd like to counter. So we submit, and then we copy. We need to copy the negate, which we can't really choose new targets for. But at least we copy it. We ping them, submit. And then we drop this, copying the copy of this guy. Yep. And that should go infinite when we ping him. Submit. Resolve. And here's the copy, which we'd really like that to work. Why is it not going through? I guess I can try to copy again. We will copy this, the other one, ping our opponent. It's tricky to figure it out. This is like my first try with it, so I hope it works. But we got a lot of stuff copying this and that and this and that. I mean, it should work. Okay, I don't need to pay the 2. We should already be infinite. Yeah, we can resolve that. Target instant sorcery spell. Okay, perfect. And then we go to copy the other expansion, which would be like right there. And then we ping. Did we get it? Did we pull it off? We're gonna find out. Resolve. Okay, perfect. And then we copy. I think we got it. I think we just locked it in. And we ping them. Resolve. Resolve. Yep. I gotta like spread this. No? How do you see other cards? It doesn't really let you. Okay, we just submitted. I think we got him in the endless loop here. This is such a slow, painful death for anyone watching. But it is one way to win the match. Let me tell you. So we submit that. And it's really cool. It's powerful. It messes up some of those really annoying decks that are out there. Honestly, what's that one deck called out there? Wilderness Reclamation. This thing gives Wilderness Reclamation a whole new threat, man. It really does. Wow, we just continuously do this until it's just, that's it. That's the infinite combo. Wow, that is really neat. Resolve, and then just, wow, just keep copying, that's it. But yeah, it messes up some really good decks that are out in the format right now that are even more annoying than this. But if you ever got caught up in this loop, I'm sure you're not too pleased. You're not too pleased with your opponent when he does this. But yeah, wow, really cool. The anime discovered this so soon. I know I talked about it, but I just didn't make a video on it in my spoilers, which I should have. I definitely should have came out with a video sooner. But here it is. This is really cool, guys. Is he gonna let us go all the way to the end? No way. This guy is awesome. This was just a random match, so it's pretty cool he's gonna let us do this all the way through. Some people, they'll either concede right away, I'm sure, when they see this, or they'll be like this guy and probably walk away from his computer, maybe. I'm not really sure. But it's easy to misclick, so just be really careful when you're doing this not to misclick. Because you misclick, you just break the whole combo's done, you know. That's something you gotta be weary of. Do not forget about that. Oh, wow. I wonder how long this took us to do. At least we got that negate off, though. But good thing we kept that other expansion. Because if we didn't, we couldn't have done this. So we definitely lucked out on this one. Pretty sweet. Resolve. And then we'll just copy this guy. And I think running the two Rekindling Phoenix is pretty good. It helps with certain matchups. To really just get a threat out there. Whoops. Let's copy this one last time. And that is it. Bank. We timed. Oh, at the very last one. He wouldn't let us finish. But kudos to him for going that far. Because that's more than I would probably do. I would just exit out. I don't know about you guys. Let me know, though. How do you deal with combos like that when they go infinite? Do you concede or are you intrigued? Let me know. Yep, that is a pretty nasty combo. If you know some other sweet combo decks out there, by all means, leave them in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, guys. It's a lot of fun making these decks. Yeah, and this is a more competitive one. You can go the distance with it. So yeah, leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe. And we'll see you later, guys. Skadoosh.